Hey everybody, so I'm getting back to you. Thank you for watching the video regarding the Hunter and all the comments that you guys posted, and it's definitely making me feel a little more comfortable possibly about purchasing this boat. So I just wanted to touch base with you. I'm about to head off to deer camp for the next 4 days. It is November, I think 12th or something like that. So I just wanted to leave this video with all the logistics of that boat, pricing and the marinas and whatnot, because to try and put all of this information into, messages between all of the different people that have been asking me questions would be a challenge. So here are all the logistics for that boat, and hopefully this will help all of you that have been tagging along and asking me questions and giving me pointers and advice on what to do prior to even pulling the trigger on this boat. So, the boat itself is a 1985 Hunter 31. It has been on shore at the current marina for 2 years. The previous owners were a husband and wife. The husband passed away. The wife was left with three sailboats at this marina. So at the current time, she is being charged for winter storage, summer storage, winter storage for three boats. And it's starting to rack up for her, I'm sure. The Hunter is the nicest of her sailboats. She's got a Cape Dory 25. I looked at that. It looks like the hull is being crushed in by the boat stand, so I'm not even remotely interested in looking at that boat any further. And then she has another littler boat there as well. I'm not quite sure which one that would be. So, but the Hunter was purchased by her husband because she didn't like riding on the Cape Dory, and the Hunter was comfy and cozy enough that she would go sailing with him. Now he's, like I said, passed away, and she wants nothing to do with the boats. So to me, it looks like it's been maintained well. If you saw the earlier video, the motor had 200 and some odd hours on it. Looked like it was brand spanking new. There was no rust on the motor. It had a brand new choke cable, brand new throttle cable. These all lead me to believe that the motor possibly was swapped out at one point recently. Um, and or it's just in that great condition, but I'm not quite sure. I want to touch base with the owner a little more about that. Then all the sails are in terrific condition. Keel bolts looked awesome. I mean, there was a little cracking around the keel on the exterior where it meets the hull, the keel hull joint. Very minimal rust, if any. I tried to show you that in the video as well. Um, so we'll rebottom paint it if we purchase her. We'll do some fairing around that keel to hole joint. Make sure we keep the water out of it as we get her resealed up. The keel bolts themselves, not a speck of rust on them from the interior, clean as can be. Um, I did not get a good look at the compression post, which I've had 10 or 20 people now warn me about the compression post. So I will definitely look into that a little further. Um, but I could not tell you definite if that's in good standing condition or if it's compromised or not. Um, the boat itself, price wise, here's the logistics of it. The boat itself she wants $8,000 for it. It's sitting in a marina. It's racking up fees. Right now, the marina will not let the boat go until the fees are paid off, which is at this point, come springtime, will be $2,700. That's a summer storage, winter storage. Or no, I apologize. That's one winter storage, one summer storage, and then this winter storage, which she's already being billed for. So $2,700 plus the boat wrapping. They had the boat wrapped up. So all of those fees are included with the $2,700. So 8,000 plus the 2,700 brings you up to $10,700 at the maximum. I'm hoping to speak with her when I get back from deer camp and negotiate her down to roughly the $5,000 range for the boat and tell her that I would pay off her marina fees at the $2,700. That way She doesn't have to worry about marina fees. She doesn't have to come out of pocket for that, and she gets some money in her pocket. And I think that will be appealing enough to somebody that does not want a boat and or does not want any more marina fees racked up to possibly let this boat go. And watching all these sailing YouTube videos, I'm kind of trying to do as they tell you to. I think it's the Lady K Sailing channel. It had some great advice on talking with the lady, making sure you become real friendly with the person, and giving her a great story. So when I talked to her, we told her about the family, we told her about the adventures we'd be taking on it, and she really seemed keen to sell this boat to us. So she has no other buyers lined up at the moment. It is not on the market for sale. It's been taken off because she had no luck when she had it listed through a boat uh, uh, realtor. Or I believe it was listed. I can't remember the company. I think it's Boats Are Fun or something was trying to sell it. And at that point, they wanted 20,000 for the boat. So she said, she's willing to let it go for cheap because it's been sitting on land for a couple of years now, and has not been used. And obviously, it's become a little bit dirty, dingy, I guess kind of dilapidated, not really. But so if we can, I would pay her the 5,000 for it, pay the marina the 2,700, and that would get the boat put back in the water come springtime at the Bridge View Harbor Marina on Lake Champlain up in New York, upstate New York. Now, I live in Vermont, and I have at the moment a mooring buoy ready to go for next spring at Chipman Point Marina. I locked that down when I had purchased the McGregor, and I was sick and tired of taking it in and out of the water and stepping the mast every time I sailed, which was every weekend. So at that point, I tried my darndest to find the cheapest place for a mooring buoy that's the closest to me. Chipman Point's an hour drive from my house, and the marinas, just like all these little beatnik marinas around Lake Champlain in the southern area, redneck as can be, and just my style. Allow you to do work on the property, um, real low key. They got all the facilities. Showers, laundry, bathrooms, whatever you need. So I do have a mooring buoy set up, ready to go for this boat if I do purchase it. Pull the boat out of the water next year, $750. The boat comes with its own cradle. The purchase of the boat, the boat has its own cradle. So if I buy the boat, I got to dunk the boat in the water up in Port Henry, put the cradle on a trailer, tow it behind my truck back down to Vermont, to Chipman Point Marina, and then I keep the cradle there until we're ready to pull it out of the water next fall. Boat comes with a dinghy as well, so I don't need to worry about a dinghy. I think really what I need to do to the boat is throw some new batteries in it, change the oil in the motor, change the fuel filter in the motor, put some fresh diesel fuel in it, turn it over and see if it fires or not. Here's my question to y'all. Does anyone, I haven't researched this yet, and I certainly will. Is it possible to start a sailboat on land? I know with a motorboat, you can put earmuffs on the outdrive to feed it with water to keep the coolant, to run water through the coolant jackets and everything like that. I'm not sure how that would work with a sailboat, if it's possible to, because I would love to try and start this thing before I even got it dunked in the water. But if need be, I'll put it in the water and go from there. I know you all are worried about, oh, well, what about an inspection? What about this? What about that? I personally feel confident that I will pick up on anything that an inspector would pick up on. I have been to technical schools. I went to MMI, it was a Motorcycle Mechanics Institute down in Florida. I went through a couple technical schools as I was going through high school. I didn't really do a traditional high school. I pretty much spent my time in technical schools. I own my own construction business for the past 15 years now. So fixing things, repairing things, epoxying things, mechanical issues, none of it concerns me. It'll all be, everything's fixable. And I wouldn't pay someone to fix a thing. I would fix everything. Not a problem. Did the same thing with the McGregor. It took me 5 weeks to get the boat saleable. Didn't have a rudder, didn't have squat, and it's on it sailed 500 plus miles this summer. And then I sold it and got my monies back out of it plus some. So the McGregor sold for 2,800. So I got about 2,800, $3,000 towards that, 5.8-ish that I need. And I got some money coming through the business that will be no problem to come up with the remaining amount. So it's the logistics all sound realistic, and the boat I think is a good boat from what everyone's telling me. It seems like it might be a good investment. So there's the information. Please let me know. Again, keep giving me these feedbacks, and when I get back from hunting camp, I won't have service for the next 4 days. I'll get back with everybody, and at that point, the lady should be back from the Caribbean, and I'll give her a call and see if we can't get this boat registered in my name, so that next year we can, like I said, start doing all this fun stuff to it. I mean, you're not going to find anyone that likes working on boats quite as much as me. I had more fun working on my McGregor than I did sailing. I mean, I enjoyed sailing it, don't get me wrong, but I had a blast fixing it up and getting it ready to go. And even when I was in the water and working on it while I was sailing, I was doing electrical stuff, putting new lights in, cleaning it. I mean, it's all part of the sailing lifestyle. So, yeah, I look forward to it. And please keep giving me some more feedback, because I've heard really good stuff. Yeah, I haven't heard anything bad about this particular model, and I'm really excited about it. So thank you, everybody. And anyway, you always catch me here, and I'm doing these videos for my workshop. So I'll just give you a quick tour of the workshop before we head out. Okay. This is an 18th century barn I disassembled from kind of a rich town down in southern Vermont, and I brought it back to the town of Dorset where I live, and I assembled it here. And you can see the old timber frame in the corner. I tried to keep with that. I put it up on a block foundation so I could get some serious head height. I think I got 12-foot ceilings in here. A bunch of riffraff, couple machines for the kids, 4-wheeler dirt bike, a little bit of everything. My chop saw, table saw, welder, planers, So, I mean, it's not that I have everything in this shop, but I've got enough here where I can repair stuff as I need it, fabricate stuff. And yeah, so shop time is not a problem with me, and fixing boats is what I love to do. So let me all know what you all think. Yeah, and we'll catch you on the flip side from hunting camp. Ciao. Oh, I forgot this part. I'm on my way to deer camp driving. Gotta throw it out there though. Gotta hit the subscribe button. Gotta hit the like button. And I really need those comments. That feedback really helps a lot. So please and thank you, everybody. We'll catch you on the flip side from deer camp, like I said.